You're here on YouTube trying to improve at chess, but you have one big issue. Most chess teachers will just gatekeep everything from you. In this game, we played basically a Caracon, but then my opponent decided to go into a weird Scandinavian instead. We just developed some pieces and now we are here. So, most chess teachers will just give you incomplete information, and that has one big benefit for them, and it is that they know what you're struggling with. They will tell you stuff like, don't memorize your openings, you should understand them. But the only benefit to understanding your openings is that they know that you will not be able to play your openings correct, and then they will just sell you an opening course. That's all very logical. The other thing that happens a lot is that they will tell you to only memorize your openings. But if you only memorize your openings, you will never ever understand your middle games. So you should do both. The power is really in doing both so that you and know what to do and know what to do after. So in this position, can I do this? Is take and take an issue? Because then you have take, but I have take with an attack on your rook. So I think I'll do this to support this pawn break and have a random attack. So we developed our pieces and now we're both trying to find a plan. If I do this, you have take, take, take. And if you take, that's a bit risky. So maybe I should take, but after take, oh, I can do this maybe. My opponent, see, I had some pressure and he moved, but I can just again attack the piece that I'm pressuring, and that's very nice. If you can tangle his pieces together, I almost had a tactic like take, 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 and take. If that is exploitable with like something like this, I don't think so. So can I do something like take, and you will be forced to take, and then I can maybe take so that if you take, I can take? That looks good. I eliminate the defender of the bishop, so you have to get rid of this piece. And if I can move my bishop with a tempo, like if I were to take, he just takes and nothing happened. But I think now that we're equal on material, I can take this, and if you save your rook, I will save my rook, and you take my bishop, and I'm up a pawn. And if you take my rook, I will take your rook. If you save your bishop, I don't even have to save my bishop, but I can. Um, you can't even save your bishop. That's nice. So you will probably be forced. Yeah, so you attack my bishop. So now I can just take your bishop. You will take my bishop. And just like that, we will be up a pawn. So his king is stuck in the center, I believe. So probably if I do this, you take, I take, you take. I can take with the queen. And then I can just put my rooks in the center. So now that all of this has happened, his king is probably stuck in the center, but I do have to be careful to not hang my knight. Oh my days. Okay, I'm lucky. So, so I do have to be careful of those open lines. So I did win a pawn, but the pawn made it that I have some issues with the safety of my king. So now he hung this, but my knight is hanging, but then I can take, you have to move, and I can just do this. I could also do this to attack your queen, and if you queenside castle, that's nothing. So I think this is the most forcing line. And yes, I'm sacking a knight, but I'm also attacking a rook. And you cannot move your rook with an attack. That's also very important to have a look at. Yes, so you can move your rook, but not with an attack. So now I can save my knight with a threat. And if you move your queen to attack this, I can move my knight with an attack on the queen. You ask for a queen trade while down material. That has to be good for me. So he wants to trade pieces, and I will obviously do that because I'm winning. So let's activate my knight, activate my rooks, and he has 4 weak pawns. The way to convert this is to make a win condition. And a win condition, in very easy terms, is just a way to win the game. And the only couple of ways that you can win a game of chess is with either a checkmate or promotion and then a checkmate. So the only 2 win conditions that exist in chess are passed pawns and um, checkmating attacks. So I'm trying to find one of those. So let me activate my rook. I'm not hanging my... I am hanging my pawn. So if he were to take, I thought about takes, but I don't have anything more after takes. So I will just defend for now and blunder this. Oh, I didn't. I have check. Yeah, okay. So you did stop me there. If I do this, you have to save your bishop. So you're not capable. So I put my rooks on the same color of the bishop, so he instantly had this tactic, but I have check, mate in one. So now he moved his rook backward so that that doesn't work anymore. I think I really want to do this to attack the rook. And I can win this pawn and then I have this passed pawn. But I really want my knight to be a bit more active. But I guess that's not possible, so I will just attack the rook and then come back here probably. And you have to move the rook. I will take this pawn and then I have a passed pawn. I will probably put my rook behind the pawn and just push my passed pawn because that is my win condition and the easiest way to convert. So he did get a lot of activity. To be fair, but I mean, I should reactivate my knight, try to go to the center. I don't know what that move does. I mean, this was a free pawn, but sure. So let's just defend that. I would really think that he has a plan or something, but I don't really know what he's doing and why he thought this was priority. So I want to activate my knight, not hang any pawns. If you give a check, I come here. There is nothing really. So I think I'll just push my passed pawn. You can give me the check, I'll just move. I don't really care. Um, he can just give a check for the dopamine, but he should really think about stopping my passed pawns. Because that's a very big threat, and it looks bad that my king is on a dark square, but my knight covers quite well. So I could, by the way, kick your bishop, and I'm quite sure it would either have to trade off, blunder itself, or go here. Then I have check, and it's very difficult to move. Okay, now that plan doesn't work. So I have check, by the way. You have to go here, then I have check. I think my opponent blundered. So I did put a lot of pressure with my win condition of a passed pawn, and now my opponent just blundered a checkmating attack. And that's how you convert games. It is not by perfectly finding the best move without a system. The system to win games of chess is by finding your best win condition and going from there. So let me just like this. Now that we have this, so we played at a 81% accuracy against 68% accuracy. We did have three misses, a mistake, and a inaccuracy, but the engine still thinks we're basically through thousands, which is perfect. So e4, just my opening. I thought it was a Caracal, but he went for queen take. So now we're basically in a Scandinavian. Like we played e4, e5, take, take, d4. And for some reason, he plays c6 here, which is a horrendous move. So I don't know if my opponent does that every game because it's quite a bad opening. I just develop, he develops. I take the center, defend it with the bishop, and kick the queen. Develop a piece. He develops a piece. I develop a piece. He tries to take the center a little bit and stop me from advancing in the center while opening up his bishop. So he's constantly fighting for the center and activating pieces, and I'm just doing the same thing. I just did a way better job, and that's why I am +1. So I just castle, and this is a mistake. I had queen here, and if you take, I don't take back and take this. You have to move the knight not to blunder, then I can take this. And in this position, I'm up a pawn. Fair enough. Yeah, so I didn't see this idea of skewering the bishop and the pawn. I just kicked the bishop and did miss a fast win. Going back is bad because I just have the same tactic. I didn't see the tactic and I should have taken, but the only reason to take and take is so I have the same tactic. I don't. Okay, so apparently, I don't understand anything about chess, but whatever. So, wait, but why does if I do this and you have queen here? So you defend the bishop and you defend the pawn. Then I just develop. And what if you just ignore and castle? Oh, I can get disconnect everything. But after take, take, I don't have this. Take, take. Why am I winning here? Oh, I just have a very strong outpost. Sure, but like, why is this so winning? Oh, you cannot defend the pawn, so you have to make this pawn break. I can do this. After take and take, your structure is horrendous. Oh, I don't take back like that. I take back with the pawn and damage my own structure. Okay, but that is so weird. After this, if you take, do I take with the pawn? No, with the rook. Kick your queen. Double up. Make an escape square. And I have to attack your rook, but not really. Give up a pawn. Infiltrate, and now you have to sack your knight. Okay, to save your rooks. Sue me. Sue me. I didn't see the whole 15 move sequence. So, okay, there was just a way to defend, except there is a 15 move sequence that no one will ever see. So now I did this when it doesn't work, and this is a big mistake. Great move. So I put more pressure while activating the pieces. So there is a big difference between Hope Chess and the initiative. This is initiative. I improve my piece while attacking stuff and while preparing a plan. The big difference between this and Hope Chess is that if this didn't come with a tempo, it would still probably be a good move because I'm still preparing things in the future with my activity. So he does defend. I was thinking about this, but then I can just kick your queen again. And yeah, probably just asking for a queen trade is your best move, and then you are fine. But you move like this so that you cannot defend with queen to b6, and I can jump my knight forwards. I didn't, by the way, see the whole tactic yet. I just saw I can attack a queen, which has to defend stuff while a lot of stuff is under attack. And I mean, I get all of this attack, the pin, the attack, the pressure, control in the center. I will probably open up lines for my rook. I all get that because I took the center and I have such active pieces. That's the only thing. So that's the best move. I take, which is not the best. The best is to kick the bishop, has to go back and probably take this just to damage your structure severely. And now you have such a horrendous structure, you can't defend the pawn. And if you do this, I will probably just give a check first. You will have to move. I can save my bishop, and you're screwed because this pawn structure is so bad. My bishop is incredibly strong. My other bishop is incredibly strong. I control the center. Your king is quite stuck, and I have open lines to a very weak pawn. So I will be very winning and probably winning a couple of pawns, if not just checkmate your king. So I did take, and I thought that this was your only move. Apparently, you could take, and then after take, you can take. I did miss that line. I did miss that line. And after this, you probably have to take. I can take. And yeah, your structure is still quite bad. And you have to be careful for my queen and my bishop, and my knight controls the center. I'm opening up lines in the center to your king. Best move is to castle, but I will probably just take a pawn for the road. You will take, and now you see this disgusting pressure, and I can win the only bishop. You move. I can probably take, make a pawn break. That's not the best, but I mean, you see the plan of take, have this awesome pressure going, but apparently I do blunder my bishop to a fork, but you see the plan, that was what I was intending. Yeah, I gave up a pawn, so taking a pawn for the road doesn't make sense, but I mean, he taking is bad. I should have taken, you take my rook, and I didn't see the follow-up here. I just save my bishop. Oh, and your bishop is trapped. Oh, I didn't see. And after take and take, I'm up two pieces for a rook and a pawn, which is winning for the two pieces, and my pieces are incredibly active. Yeah, okay, fair enough. I didn't see the bishop trap, to be fair. So this is inaccurate. You move. I take as the best move, and this is a mistake. That's a mistake. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I just blundered the knight. Yeah. Okay. So we don't take the free knight. We both missed it. I'm getting quite low on time. 6 minutes is not the most of time if you're talking. So I just take and open up the position. If you have more activity and a more safe king, you should open up the position. That's exactly what I did. And after taking a pawn, you save the rook. I just activate my pieces, and that was a free pawn, but it's way too risky to take. I would say I can take this with a check. You will have to move. Then I can probably activate my knight with an attack on the queen because this is not pinned anymore. And after you move your queen, now I have a fork. So you have to move the queen where to? On the diagonal, obviously. Mm, yeah, this is not easy. Like here. But then I can apparently just sacrifice my rook. Check. You can block. I have check. Oh, and you cannot block because of this fork. So you have to move. And then I have a fork again. Damn. Okay. So I can sack that rook, and I don't know if I would have seen it. It's very complicated. But I mean, after take and take, it's quite an easy game to convert. I just propose a rook trait. I don't blunder my pawn. I probably should have done this. It's very close that this works, but I have just mate in one. I didn't see that on the spot, but I have so much activity. Obviously, just everything works in my favor. So you stop this ID so that you have the fork. I infiltrate with the rook because you cannot take, because I will just take your bishop. So you move the bishop, I attack a rook, you have to move. I take a free pawn, and if you take this, I have mate in tree because you just have to sack everything, and this is mate, so you cannot take. You move the king so that that is not mate. Now I understand that move. I'm again threatening mate. Then I stop your rook from taking the free pawn. You do whatever that does, and I start pushing my passed pawn. As I told you, that is my win condition. You infiltrate, and this is a mistake because I just have a maiden tree with check, move, check, and block, and this mate. So I hope that was instructive. Subscribe if it wasn't. Other than that, I will see you in the next one. Have a nice day.